High Value Feminine Way to Rekindle the Romance in Your Marriage. Hello Swans, I'm Yvonne, your marriage and divorce coach here at Black Swan Relationship Academy, and today we're going to look at the high value feminine way to rekindle the romance in your marriage. Unfortunately, life gets in our way, and how we first started when we got married, we all remember the leading up to that glorious day, and all the excitement in the preparation for the marriage, the things that we said we were going to do and the things that we wouldn't do. We had long conversations together. We plotted and planned our lives and the home we would want to live in, the children we were going to have, the schools we wanted them to go to. We used to talk, and we talked and we talked and we planned, and we were this tight unit, this unit that had been honed and shaped, and we didn't think anything at all could break it. Whatever challenge life threw at us, we were going to be able to conquer it because we had our boo, we had our person, we cared for our person, but most importantly, we loved each other to within an inch of our lives, and nothing would change. And here we find ourselves maybe 5, 7, 12 years down the line, and we wonder what went wrong. It's not because we're on the verge of divorce, but something is missing. Those conversations, that spark, the little things that we used to do for one another, they just don't seem to be there. And it's not because we don't care for each other. It's not because we don't want to, fix this, but there just seems to be something that's missing. And what is missing is the romance. When I talk about romance, you automatically, your minds may have gone to something that you see in the films or a book you've read, or, you see a couple walking down the road, they happen to be laughing. He said something, she looked up lovingly in his eyes, and the both of them, burst out laughing, and you may be behind them and you see all of that happen and you think, oh, we used to be like that. And it's just that the romance is, may have gone. And when I say romance, I'm not talking fairy tale romance. What I'm speaking about is the caring, it's the thought, it's the things that we used to do for one another. That's what's gone. And what we need to do is to find our way back to doing those things that we did at the very beginning. Yes, I know life gets in the way. And when life gets in the way, we don't think that, we can get it back because you're going one way, he's going another way, the children are going another way, and your mother and you're trying to be all things for all people. But when we do that, it's at a cost of something. And one of the things that we can really concentrate on doing is bringing instead of saying the word romance in case that goes, but just bringing thought back into our persons, bringing thought back into our marriage. And we can do this by not settling for the humdrum, not settling for, you go to work, you come home from work Monday to Friday, it is now Saturday, we go and do the shopping, we come home from shopping, it's packed away, he may go and do something with the boys, you may do something with the girls, and everybody gets on with their life. And that's the humdrum. That's what we do every week, every day. This is what we do. We have those quick conversations in between, but you're sitting there and you're thinking, I miss the days when we used to sit for hours and talk and plan and the things that we were going to do. Even when it comes to talking about a holiday now, it's something that you go online, you find what you want to do, you say to your significant other, I found this, what do you think? He says, yes, you go ahead and book it. There's no long discussion. There's no long dialogue. The little things that you used to do for one another is not there. If you're the person, you know, when you came home from work at the very beginning, and when you came in and you were sitting watching TV, you would put your foot probably up on his lap, and he would massage your feet for you. He would look at you, you would rub his shoulders, you would look at each other, you would talk, you bask in the knowledge of the love for one another. And humdrum has now got in the way, and we don't do that. But there are little things that we can do that will bring these things back. It's the little things that make you know, the biggest impact in our lives. He wakes up in the morning, he's getting ready for work. Why don't you just say, as he's going out the door, sweetheart, you look lovely today? Just those very words. Well, he'll walk out the door 10 feet tall. Can you imagine if you are at home and you come in, he comes over to you and hugs you and says, I've been thinking about you all day. What does that do for your heart? It's these little things, you know, it's the making time for one another, making time for you to have those intimate conversations that is missing, you know, your hopes and your dreams, not the complaint about what was going on at work, who did, you know, whatever it was they did. You know, that's not the intimate conversations I'm talking about. I'm talking about those deep and meaningful thoughts that you had, you know, your dreams, your aspirations, where you want to go, the things that you want to do. These were the things that you both had in mind that you wanted for each other. You know, another thing that you can do is to surprise your boo. Surprise him with, you know, bringing something home. Years ago, before I was married, I was dating this gentleman, and we were supposed to go somewhere that evening. And for whatever reason, he didn't show up. He was a fireman, and he probably got called out. To this day, I don't know the reason why he didn't show up. But I thought, instead of getting angry, what I did was I went into work, called into Flora, and got them to send this massive bouquet to him. And on the card I wrote, "Thank you for a wonderful evening." And it was sent to him. Now you can imagine, it was sent to the fire station. So when he arrived at work, there was these flowers waiting for him. Now you can imagine these big, burly, masculine men, and how he would have been tormented that day, how they would have poked fun of him. And as I was on my way home that evening, I passed where he works, and there was this bunch of flowers in the window, and he was standing by the window next to these flowers, and all I did was just looked up and laughed and continued on my way. When I say surprise your boo, I'm not talking about sending him flowers. He's probably, you know, he wouldn't get it. But you can do something to surprise him, like, I've booked a table for us to have dinner this evening. Somebody's, you know, such and such is going to take care of the children. Wonderful surprise. And you go out and you talk, and you have a wonderful evening. You come home, and after the end of that, as you're talking to him and getting familiarizing yourself with him again, you know very well what is going to happen when you go home. And the intimacy, the lovemaking that takes place after that, it's second to none. It is something that is a joy to behold. Instead of, as we're going through our lives, it's just a quick hit here and there, and you don't get the time to spend that quality time with your person where you can explore one another again. And these are the things, you know, that is missing in rekindling romance. It's as I said, it's being thoughtful. What is it that your boo likes? Is it a particular type of music that he loves to listen to? So, you know, when the children have gone to bed, instead of turning the TV on, put on, you know, your music and just say, darling, let's dance. We haven't danced for a long time. And even if he's grumpy, just take hold of his hand and pull him up and just waltz around the room with him. Or if you start dancing around and, you know, don't make it as if, oh, it's a must and you make sure your steps is right. No, just do something silly that will make him laugh, and then he gets up and joins you. And, you know, the next thing you know, both of you are laughing like teenagers because it's something that you used to do.
It is the annual Flirt and Date Challenge in the Black Swan Nation. This is a challenge we do every single year, and it is incredible. The results, the growth, the relationships, the marriages, oh my goodness. What comes out of the Flirt and Date Challenge every year is incredible because we all throw ourselves into the dating pool and we gather energy from each other and encouragement and fun, and we do it under the watchful gaze of our coaches. I will be in there helping you ladies. The coaches will be in there helping you ladies flirt and date. But this year it is accessible only to the All Access Pass Black Swan Nation members. So if you're not in the All Access Pass Black Swan membership, make sure you follow the link below, and I will see you in the Black Swan Nation Flirt and Date Challenge 2022.
No laughter. When you hear somebody laugh and it's your significant other, and it's not just a ha, you know, it's something superficial, but when you hear that laugh that is a genuine laugh, it is sexy and attractive when it's your man, or when it's, you know, it's from that person that you love. When you hear it and you know they're truly happy, you just can't help but loving them because it is something great. It is laughter in a marriage. It's attractive, and you want to do things that will make your significant other laugh, to take away the stress and the strain of the day. You know, another thing that you can do is when you find, you know, an activity that you both like, recreational activity. We like to play tennis at the weekend whenever the weather is good, and we will go, and none of, you know, Venus Williams is not sitting at home worried that, oh my gosh, there's this woman in London who's going to challenge me, and Federer's not sitting there thinking, oh my God, somebody's going to challenge my title. No, all we're doing is just something that we like. We go, we hit the ball across, we take the mickey out of each other because somebody's, you know, he's missed it or I've missed it. We joke about the points that I didn't get, he got, and you cheated, and, you know, it's just having fun. We're not experts. All we're doing is just doing something that both of us like to do that causes us to be reconnected and rekindled again. We go home, we have a laugh, we talk about it, and after we've talked about it, I'll either make something or we'll go out and have dinner, and then when we come back again, it's that intimate time that we're having with each other. We're reconnecting again and doing something that, it's, you know, it may seem insignificant, and you're talking about, oh, go and play tennis, or it doesn't have to be tennis. What is it that you can both do together? Find a recreational activity that both of you like. It could be golf, it could be swimming, whatever it is that is going to get the two of you to come together, to be on the same page. That's what I'm talking about. It's not something where you're, you know, if you are one of these couples who are competitive, it's not the competition I'm talking about. It's just the coming together. It is being in each other's presence, wholly in each other's presence, and wanting to be there for one another, just to get that spark going again, so that when you go home and you're talking about it and you're talking about what you did, you are looking forward to the next time when the two of you come together in that way. Because when you do, you know that you're getting out of humdrum. You're not going to be doing the same thing over and over again. You know, there's that saying that says that if you keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, it is the height of madness. So let's not do humdrum and expect change if we are not prepared to put any kind of change in it. We need to put something in, do something that's spontaneous with him over the weekend. Do something that that is going to cause the both of you to laugh. Do something that will, change the trajectory from where you're going to remembering what it was that you used to do for one another, how he was thoughtful because he knew that you liked this, so he saw it and bought it for you, or that he liked this so that you did it for him. These are the things, and I've often said it's the little things that cause the big problems, albeit it's something small. And just being thoughtful for your boo, your significant other, your spouse, whoever they are, just being thoughtful and doing something that they were not expecting, that in itself is enough to change your day, change your week, change your month. But what I will say here, don't let it be something that you do one off and you don't do again for another 10 weeks. Try to incorporate it in your week. So if you know that you're going to go and play tennis on Sunday and he's also going to be home, and you've booked a court, or you want to go swimming, or you want to go and play golf, you want to go to the races, whatever it is that you can do together, book that you go. If not every week, then let it be every other week, or let it be something that you look forward to for once a month, where the two of you come together, and after you've done it, you may go out to dinner, or go for a long walk. It doesn't have to be something that is cost effective. What you can do is just, it's a beautiful day outside, fancy coming for a stroll, and then you go for a stroll, and you're wandering around your neighborhood, as you're going along, take hold of his hand, and the two of you are walking down the road. You stop from time to time and just look at him, you touch his face. All of this is just bringing you back into intimacy and letting you, rekindle that which you thought was lost. It's still there. Remember your yesterdays when you first came together, and bring that into your today, because it is these things that is going to enable you to have that longevity in your marriage. If I said anything that has resonated with you and you'd like to take this further, check out the description box below. If you haven't already, like, subscribe and share. And don't forget to join me next week. It's been wonderful sharing this video with you. Take care. Until we meet again, enjoy the rest of your week. Bye-bye.